friends, Damie here. Several of you asked me for a tutorial on how to maintain your son's hair during this quarantine. I have a special guest with me today.
Hello.
My son Zev. So I'm going to give y'all some tips. I'm not going to give you a full-blown haircut. Just some tips on how to make it not look so crazy. Zev actually did get a haircut about 2 weeks ago, was it? So it's not too grown out, but he has enough now to show y'all what I want to show you. So my first recommendation would be to buy some trimmers. You could probably buy these at Sally's. They have curbside pickup right now too. As the last I heard they did. So this trimmers would be a great purchase during this quarantine time. Also, I like cordless ones because cords and I don't get along. But anyway, so I'm gonna comb in one hand, trimmers in the other. I'm gonna start off by just making that super straight. And there's a technique in hair that we call clippers over comb. So I'm gonna get that comb and just trim down the sides with just the trimmers and comb. That way, if your hair is super long, it's not long, and then like a shelf and then shaved. This will blend in that shelf look. And then follow the hairline, really. Don't be scared to move the ear out of the way. You can comb away any. And again, you can use that trimmer over or clipper over comb technique to soften that edge. Seb, look down for me. And what I like to do usually is just follow their hairline. If you notice, Seb's hairline kind of does like an M. It goes down and then up and then back down. So I'm just going to take off these corners and follow his natural hairline. You can square it off more if you would like, but the more you shave, the more it's going to show once it starts growing back. So I would just go along with the hairline. And with if you're maybe cutting your husband's hair or your boyfriend's hair, make sure you get that hair that kind of just keeps growing all the way down into their back sometimes. And then again here you can do that clipper over comb or trimmer over comb and blend in that edge and soften it a bit. And then we'll do the other side. You can look straight again for me. Sit up straight. And you can also ask whoever you're cutting to hold down their ear if that's easier too. Seb, why don't you hold down your ear for me? Right? And that'll give you more free range to do that clipper over comb and soften that edge. Now if your hair's much longer, you can do what I'm doing with the trimmers with scissors and get off some of that length. Okay, Seb, you can let go. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to just go right here and soften this too because it's starting to go. Okay. Okay. Wet it. So, what I would recommend, first of all, I feel like most people, if they're going to trim the front, their tendency is just to go here and chop straight across. Don't do that. You'll get a very harsh line that looks like bangs, and no one wants that. So stand behind him and hold the hair up. And you can do what's called point cutting, where you're not cutting straight across, but you're pointing towards your fingers and you're trimming it down this way. I'm going to go ahead and blend some of that front into the back. See how when I drop that down, it'll be shorter and trimmed, but there's no harsh line. So it looks super uneven to me. So I'm gonna still go in front of him, but I'm gonna take out that little corner, but still point cutting. No blunt straight across cut. Yeah, and Sev usually styles his hair with gel going back, but again, with the quarantine, he's hardly done the gel, so I'm just gonna see that corner, it goes out and then back down. I'm gonna soften that corner. And then if you hold it, you can cross check. Sev, turn that way for me. See how I might have a few hairs that are a little off, so I'm going to go back in there and soften that as well. I'll take this time to introduce you all to some of my favorite men products. This is by Unite as well. This is a styling cream, so it's not really sticky. It's pretty smooth, and it gives a good dry look, or just some control and some shine. It gives it a little bit of shine, but it doesn't look wet like gel would. There you go, handsome dude. And he's ready to look sharp for Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody. A good tip is also to get all the little hairs off of their neck is to use powder. You could just straight put powder on there. I have this brush, but if you don't have this brush, you can just use powder, and that helps remove the hair a lot easier. I'm done.